Hello, everybody, and once again, welcome to Oaklawn Today. Track announcer Pete Aiello, joined by Nancy Holthus, getting ready to preview the Thursday card of racing as we kick off another week of world-class action here in Hot Springs. Very good race card here this afternoon. Arkansas-bred fillies take center stage, as well as the return of last year's Arkansas Derby runner-up, Far Right.
Yeah, that's right. The connections of Far Right, especially trainer Ron Moquette, said he had a really bad year to have a top 3-year-old.
Absolutely, and we're looking forward to seeing Far Right in today's 9th race. Without any further ado, let's get you caught up on today's track and weather conditions. We start the week here in Hot Springs with beautiful weather conditions for horse racing, a fast track, and highs in the mid-50s here this afternoon. We kick off the Thursday card at 1 1/16. Maiden claimers in for $10,000. Your even money favorite from the rail, Rockstar Jam. Racing at Oaklawn. Toward the inside, Rockstar Jam commences the best. Sensation moves up in the center. Don't Push Send is on their outside, racing in third now. Then down to the inside races Kilroy, ahead better than Milty. 3 wide is Uncle Silas. The 2 at the back are Brother Tracy and Axiomatic. They run around the first turn, no pace pressure to speak of for the favorite Rockstar Jam, who shows the way by 1.25 lengths. Sensation is racing in second. Up on the outside, Don't Push Send is third. Wide through the initial stages is Uncle Silas. Then down to the inside races a Kilroy, 1.5 lengths back to Milty, 2 in front of Axiomatic, and the trailer is Brother Tracy. 23 and 2 for the opening quarter speed. Calvin Burrell and Rockstar Jam dictate the terms. They're 2.5 in front. Sensation is there second. Don't Push Send is third. Kilroy down to the inside with Uncle Silas still plotting a wide course. Ramon Vasquez navigating traffic with Milty. Milty's on the improve now. He's fifth, about 4 lengths off the lead. The trailers continue to be Brother Tracy and Axiomatic. We're inside half a mile from the wire in the opening contest, and Rockstar Jam is yet to face a serious threat. Went 47 and 3 for the opening half mile and leads it by 2. Sensation, the nearest pursuer, second. On the outside, Milty is coming on. From between horses, it's Don't Push Send toward the rail, and coming on is Kilroy, then Axiomatic, and they run to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 113 flat. Burrell hasn't moved an inch, and Rockstar Jam is still confidently in front. Opens a 4-length lead off the corner. Milty is trying to get into second, then toward the inside, that Sensation. Late run from Axiomatic, but this is long over. Nothing but a stroll in the park for Rockstar Jam. Rockstar Jam, Calvin never thought about asking him to run, and he's going to win off by double digits. Rockstar Jam jogs and won it by 9. Second was Milty. It's going to be Sensation third in front of Don't Push Send and Axiomatic in 1:44 and 3. The favorite Rockstar Jam delivers and delivers in a big way, winning easily and never being asked to run by jockey Calvin Burrell. Rockstar Jam, trained by Al Stahl Jr. for the Dixiana Farms. He was your even money favorite. Second choice in the wagering, 4 Milty rallied to be second in front of long shot Sensation, who finished third. Second race of the afternoon at 1 1/8. Starter allowance contest with a field reduced by 1. Scratch the 1, De Bears, a field of 8. Favorites number 4, Tiz Adonis, and number 7, Divine Thunder. And they're off. Level beginning. From the outside, Jax the One is heading off for the early lead. Here's for a few dollars more with Tiz Adonis down toward the inside. Now moving between horses is Divine Thunder. Divine Thunder puts ahead in front. For a few dollars more alongside the leader in second, with Tiz Adonis backing off to race a joint third. Jax the One on the outside with Dakota Fred between horses. It's a stretch of another 2.5 lengths to Dinah Beaver, who's in front of the outside running Regimented, and Mr. Handsome is the trailer. He's about 8 lengths off the lead. They went 23 and 3 for a quick opening quarter speed, and for a few dollars more shows the way. Divine Thunder on the outside is second, pocketed up third is Tiz Adonis. Then to the outside, Jax the One with Dakota Fred between horses. These top 5 separated by 2.5 lengths. It's a stretch of 2.5 to Dinah Beaver, then to the outside, Mr. Handsome, and Regimented is now the trailer. They won an opening half mile in 48 and 3. And they continue their run down the backstretch. For a few dollars more on a long rein, leads it a 1/2 length. On the outside, Divine Thunder is second. Thompson got after Jax the One to race on a little bit. He's now third, 3 wide. Dakota Fred will need room. He's sandwiched between horses. Tiz Adonis rides the rail 2 lengths off the pace. It's a stretch of 2.5. Now starting to put in a charge is Mr. Handsome in front of Dinah Beaver, and the trailer is Regimented. They went 3/4 in 1:13 and 1, and they run to the top of the stretch. For a few dollars more, has done all the heavy lifting, continues to shoulder the load. Here's Divine Thunder moving to him second and trying to get off the fence as Berzer aboard Dakota Fred. Tiz Adonis has room, no place to prove it now as they run to the top of the stretch. For a few dollars more, and Divine Thunder set sail for the money. Dakota Fred is grandstand side, and from far back, Dyna Beaver's coming on. Through the final furlong, Divine Thunder is strong here, and Divine Thunder and Walter Dela Cruz are kicking away. Dyna Beaver is full of run, but out of time. It's Divine Thunder in front. Divine Thunder won it by 2.5 lengths. It's close for second, either Dakota Fred or Dyna Beaver. Fourth was Mr. Handsome in 151-4. Number 7, Divine Thunder wins and wins well under jockey Walter Dela Cruz. Bet down to 2-1. He's owned by 10 Strike Racing and trained by Randy Matthews. 3, Dyna Beaver ran out of racetrack well second, in front of 6, Dakota Fred, who was third. Third race of the afternoon at 6 furlongs. Today's third race brought out Arkansas-bred maidens in for a claiming price of $40,000. The off-time favorite from the barn of Al Cates, number 7, Bud's Mr. B. And they're off. From the outside, Racer begins nicely. Down toward the inside, Tipsy Suspect moves to challenge. Bud's Mr. B away in the top flight from between horses. Then to the outside races Thurgood Creek, who's only a length off the pace. Route down toward the inside. From between horses is Smokestorm. Then it's a length back to Extraordinarily. Then toward the rail and racing up is Big Statement in front of Kumbach. Stretch of 2.5 to Military Sand. Duffers at the back alongside Midnight Rider with half a mile to go. It's Tipsy Suspect, long shot leader to the far turn in front by almost 2. Bud's Mr. B, the favorite, is there second. Racer wide on the course but improving. Thurgood Creek is between them. Then it's Route, who saves ground toward the inside within 3 lengths of the lead. Stretch of 2 to Big Statement and Extraordinarily. Then comes Kumbach as they run to the top of the stretch. It's still Tipsy Suspect with the lead, about to be confronted by Bud's Mr. B, who moves to him second, and Racer's on the outside, set down driving with Thurgood Creek through the final furlong. On top, it's still this long shot leader, Tipsy Suspect, by 2 lengths at 50-1, trying to get after him as Bud's Mr. B, but he's out of time. Tipsy Suspect is holding on here. Tipsy Suspect and Alex Berzer, they're 50-1, and they won it by 2.5. Bud's Mr. B second, close third, Big Statement or Racer, and 111-2. Shocking upset in today's third race as number 3, Tipsy Suspect, comes off the layoff and ready to roll at 50-1. For owner-trainer Stanley Roberts, his go-to jockey Alex Berzer was on board for the winning ride. Tipsy Suspect, a $102 winner, defeating the favorite 7, Bud's Mr. B, who was second, with fellow long shot Big Statement rallying on the inside to be third, in front of the second choice Racer, who was fourth. We'll be back with more great racing action from Oaklawn right after this.
Want to bet? Even when you're not at the track? Now Arkansans can watch and wager online from anywhere. Introducing Oaklawn Anywhere. Visit the Oaklawn Anywhere booth to join and fund your account with cash at the window or by direct deposit. Get a $100 bonus for signing up. Go to OaklawnAnywhere.com for details. Oaklawn Anywhere, now everywhere for Arkansas residents.
Bathhouse Row, Oaklawn Racing, Lake Hamilton. That's just part of the history made in Hot Springs years ago. But your first big win, enjoying a meal underneath the stars, or just appreciating the view from hiking trails or botanical gardens. That's the kind of history made in Hot Springs every day. So come make yours. Visit hotsprings.org today.
Silk's Bar and Grill inside Oaklawn Gaming is Hot Springs' newest destination for great food, drink, and entertainment. Open for lunch and dinner plus a late-night bar menu, Silk's was voted Arkansas Times Best New Bar in Arkansas. Silk's features free live music every Friday and Saturday night, and with more than 30 big screen TVs, it's the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Be sure to try the incredible Silk's Margarita, made with Patron, and experience our signature Silk's Burger. Oaklawn, Arkansas's favorite place to play.
The beat goes on. touchdown Arkansas got the jump, and it'll be touchdown Arkansas.
5 races sponsored each year.
They're in the final furlong. Delta Flower, under extremely confident handling, is just toying with the competition.
The best of Arkansas.
Lady Lake gonna get there. Lady Lake will win it.
$2,000 bonus for Arkansas breds winning in open company at Oaklawn in 2015.
Delta Flower, do you know what I mean? Delta Flower will win it.
Today's fourth race brings out claimers at the $16,000 level. It's a field of 11. The slight favorite at post time was number 4, Mr. Fuzzy Bottom, under Calvin Burrell. And they're off. From the center, Georgie, my boy, gets the first call. Ouimet moves up the challenge. On the far outside, Charismatic Pulpit, and down to the inside, it's Mr. Fuzzy Bottom. Spanish Jazz comes away in the top flight, and Tiggertown is moving closer, a length better than Priceless Shore. Mr. Bull to You next, and about 4 lengths off the lead. In front of Unbridled Venture, then to the outside, Man of Stature, and wide at the back, Mysterious Promise trails about 8 lengths off the lead. They pass the half-mile pole. They went a quarter in 22 seconds flat, and the gray Mr. Fuzzy Bottom leads it by a neck. Ouimet moves to him from second. Back third is Georgie, my boy, then Tiggertown. Priceless Shore is next. To the outside and Charismatic Pulpit, then Mr. Bull to You, about 7 lengths off the lead. Unbridled Venture splits horses and starts to move up a bit now. As they run to the top of the stretch, there's a quarter of a mile left to go. Chris Amy and Ouimet just confidently handled and moved past Mr. Fuzzy Bottom. Lead it now by 2. Mr. Fuzzy Bottom is now back to second. From third is Charismatic Pulpit. Down the outside and Man of Stature with a late say. But through the final furlong, Ouimet is kicking clear. It's Ouimet in front and moving off. Ouimet is 5-1, and Ouimet is the easiest kind of winner. 6 or 7 in front when the smoke clears. Unbridled Venture gets second. Charismatic Pulpit third, in front of Mr. Bull to You fourth, and 6 furlongs went in 1:10 flat. Number 6, Ouimet, makes a big-time splash in his Arkansas debut, winning and winning easily under jockey Chris Amy for trainer Chris Hartman and the familiar white colors of the Blackhawk stable. Fifth race of the afternoon is a starter allowance optional claiming event at 6 furlongs. Scratch number 9, Expect Greatness. Race time favorite from the barn of Steve Asmussen, number 8, Amazon Storm. And they're off. From the outside, Supernova was away well. From between horses, here's Royally Divine moving to take the lead. Down to the inside, both Evan Deadly Sins and Valid Decision move to challenge. Amazon Storm comes away in the top flight, then it's Over Baby. It's a length back to the team of Awesome Citizen and Supernova. Down to the inside, the gray Trill Point, about 7 lengths off the lead. It's a stretch of another 2.5 lengths back. From between horses and racing second last, Oliver G, followed by Bart G, and the trailer is Tough Kid. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. They whistled a quarter, 21-4. Around the far turn, Valid Decision to the inside, Evan Deadly Sins to the outside. They're in lockstep, and they're 5 better than Royally Divine, who's third. Then it's Awesome Citizen, who's now fourth, trying to move up from the back. Here comes a run from Oliver G as they run to the top of the stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go. Still strung out over a lot of ground, turning first with the lead. Valid Decision shaking up for the drive on a 2-length lead. Evan Deadly Sins is second. It's 7 lengths back to Royally Divine, then to the outside, Oliver G. Inside the final furlong, still finding up top is Valid Decision. Valid Decision by 3. Flying is Oliver G, but he's out of time. It's still Valid Decision in front. Valid Decision coast to coast by 2.5. Evan Deadly Sins held second, from Oliver G third, and fourth was Royally Divine in 1:11-1. Number 2, Valid Decision, and number 3, Evan Deadly Sins, hooked up early and hooked up late, as it was Valid Decision who held on to win it. Long shot Evan Deadly Sins ended up second, with Royally Divine and Oliver G trying to complete your superfecta. Oliver G closed good late ground in the stretch. We'll be back with more great racing action from Oaklawn right after this.
I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment of all that he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lies exhausted on the field of battle, victorious.
At West Rock Coffee, we celebrate the determination and spirit of the people of Rwanda, who help us make the finest coffee in the world.
Welcome to the atrium at Serenity Point, where your very own lakefront property awaits you. We have gourmet chef-prepared meals, stunning waterfront views, private apartments, and an active lifestyle where our residents enjoy social hour, daily exercise classes, an indoor saltwater pool and spa, summer boating, movies in our theater, and many more exciting activities. We offer luxury senior living options with independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Call today to start living your retirement dream.
Behold the original light beer. The inventor of great taste and less filling. The one that dared to say, maybe light beer should taste like beer. And for a limited time, Miller Lite is back in the original light can. This is it. The big bang of light beers. The one that started it all. 96 of the hardest working calories in the business. And for a limited time, Miller Lite is back in the original light can.
Cedar Run Farm on 60 acres and 17 miles from Oaklawn Park offers a 10-stall barn, grassy paddocks, day pens, and a partially covered 6-craft walker for exercising and rehab. Moonshine Mullen is a first-year registered Arkansas stallion with earnings of over $1 million.
Moonshine Mullen did it! And a huge upset on the Stephen Foster.
Black type winner in the U.S. and Canada with wins over the dirt, turf, and synthetic, now standing at Lake Hamilton Equine and registered on True Nicks.
Hi, I'm Terry Wallace, and here is tomorrow's Sentinel Record Pick of the Day.
Race number 6 on the afternoon brings out a solid field for a $70,000 purse. These are Arkansas-bred allowance horses, fillies and mares set to go postward with a field of 10, scratch 5 and 8. The favorites, number 7, Easter Indy, and number 4, Pink Flash. And they're off. From the outside, that's Gold's Venice, who wins the break quickly. Up to take the lead now is Easter Indy. Easter Indy puts ahead in front. Moving up from down toward the inside is Jerry Bella, and Jerry Bella lands in front of Easter Indy, who races in second. Patch of bad weather on the outside, followed by Tinsley District. Then from between horses, JBK Sonnet. Gold's Venice broke running and has settled back with Be My Caroline moving up on her outside. It's a stretch of 2 to the team of Shady and Stella and Pink Flash, and the distant trailer is Proud Mandy. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. They went 22-1 for a sharp opening quarter speed. Jerry Bella leads it by a neck. Easter Indy is second. Patch of bad weather is third. 4 wide. Be My Caroline is now fourth. Doing some work from the back is Pink Flash inside the 5/16. She'll go wide, but she has momentum and is closing ground with a quarter of a mile left to go. Easter Indy and Walter Delacruz up for a short lead. Jerry Bella fights back second, and Pink Flash is down the outside. Coming up the inside is Tinsley's District. Through the final furlong, Easter Indy now has the lead. Will have to hold off Pink Flash to the attack on the outside. Easter Indy has the lead. Pink Flash is going to make it interesting in deep stretch. Easter Indy's almost there. Pink Flash is closing ground on the outside. Easter Indy, Pink Flash, it's Easter Indy. Pink Flash second, Jerry Bella third, and Tinsley's District fourth in 1:12-2. Bettors had it right as the favorites were on 1-2 in today's 6th race. It was number 7, Easter Indy, who prevailed narrowly. For the owners, John and Libby Thiel and the Martin brothers, Bill Martin, the winning trainer. The winning jockey for a riding double was jockey Walter Delacruz. Number 4, Pink Flash, gave it a good run to be second in front of Jerry Bella, who ended up third. Today's 7th race brings out maidens racing a mile and a 16th, a full field of 12. The off-time favorite is the New York Invader, number 10, Banker's Holiday. And they're off. Slight bobble at the beginning for Old Mountain Lane. Toward the rail, War Stroll wins the start alongside big changes in the early stages with Goatstown moving up between horses. Goatstown's a bit keen, settling in 3 wide through the initial turn now. Then wide on the course, but trying to move forward is Titan 2.5 off the top. It's a 5-way go following that. Banker's Holiday takes the worst of it 5 wide. Just to his inside is Old Mountain Lane with Justin Z. Tales of War was 2 wide. Backing off through the initial stages was Curlin Crush. He's now racing about 8 off the lead. It's a stretch of another 2 lengths back to Blue Minoki and Justin Z. Wide on the course is Nans Pierce Arrow, and the trailer is Lucky Liam. The race down the backstretch after a 23-2 contested opening quarter time. War Stroll and Chris Landeros dictate the terms. They lead it by a half a length. Goatstown is racing in second. On the improve while wide, here's Banker's Holiday. Banker's Holiday is racing fifth, 4 lengths off the top. From between horses races Titan with big changes to the inside. It's a stretch of 2.5 to Tales of War, who calls it an afternoon. passed on the outside by Old Mountain Lane. Gap of another 5 to Curlin Crush, who tries to kickstart a rally with Nance Pierce Arrow, and they're less than 3 furlongs from the money. 47-1 for the opening half mile. Banker's Holiday is not offering his best shot, so the upset will be on. War Stroll has the lead. Goatstown alongside second. Off cover now. Here comes Titan from third. Big Changes needs a way through for Rocco from fourth with less than a quarter of a mile to go now. Goatstown to the throat latch of War Stroll, who digs in. In fact, War Stroll starts to get away a bit. On the outside in second is Titan. Back third is Goatstown. But through the final 16th, it will be War Stroll and Chris Landeros to take them coast to coast at 10-1. Second is Titan. Third is Goatstown. Then Big Changes and Tales of War in 144-3. Racetime favorite Banker's Holiday did not offer his best shot, but number 1, War Stroll did, as he took the field gate to wire to win race number 7 at odds of 10-1. He's owned by Turf Racing Stable of Lawrence Jones and was trained by Ken McPeak, the winning jockey Chris Landeros. We'll be back with more great racing action from Oaklawn right after this.
And on President's Day at Oaklawn, you could win a small fortune. Join us Monday, February 15th for your chance to win big in our $55,000 Progressive Cash giveaway. Starting with the first race, someone will win $1,000, and we'll add $1,000 each race through the 10th and final race when one lucky guest wins $10,000. Register to win beginning Saturday the 13th, and then be here on President's Day for our $55,000 Progressive Cash giveaway and a full day of thoroughbred racing at Oaklawn, Arkansas's favorite place to play. If you like racing and you like gaming, we've got a place in the winner's circle for you. Oaklawn's Winner's Circle Player Rewards Club earns you points toward free play, prizes, and food discounts. And a $10 free play coupon with your membership. Sign up at the Winner's Circle desk in the bigger and better Oaklawn Gaming. And while you're there, check out all the new games like live and video blackjack, poker, and a high limits area. Oaklawn, Arkansas's favorite place to play.
Bathhouse Row, Oaklawn Racing, Lake Hamilton. That's just part of the history made in Hot Springs years ago. But your first big win, enjoying a meal underneath the stars, or just appreciating the view from hiking trails or botanical gardens. That's the kind of history made in Hot Springs every day. So come make yours. Visit hotsprings.org today.
Want to bet? Even when you're not at the track? Now Arkansans can watch and wager online from anywhere. Introducing Oaklawn Anywhere. Visit the Oaklawn Anywhere booth to join and fund your account with cash at the window or by direct deposit. Get a $100 bonus for signing up. Go to oaklawnanywhere.com for details. Oaklawn Anywhere, now everywhere for Arkansas residents.
8th race of the afternoon at 6 furlongs. This is an allowance race for fillies and mares. A full field of 12 signed on here. The off-time favorite from the barn of Chris Hartman, number 8, Megan's Gold. And they're off. From the outside, the favorite was away very well. Megan's Gold to try to establish control. Jury Wise on the far outside comes away with speed. Down to the inside, Simply Confection now moves up to be second. From between horses, Mango's Muse is now racing on in fourth, from Fictionality in fifth. Then Misleading Lady, followed outside by Brazen Appeal. Then Rachel's Ready, who's down toward the inside. It's a length back to the team of Gambler 5, and Given to Fashion, they're situated about 7 lengths off the lead. And a bit tight between horses is Dancing Diva, and it's 2.5 to the trailer, Lil Super Bear. They move into the far turn. They drilled a quarter in 22 seconds flat. Megan's Gold leads it by a neck. Simply Confection is right back at her from second. Fictionality tacks on from third. She's within range, 4 lengths off the lead. She's in front of Jury Wise, who's put to the drive from fourth, 2 in front of Misleading Lady. Then Rachel's Ready, and they're at the top of the stretch. Simply Confection cuts the corner and opens a half a length lead. From the outside, Megan's Gold is second. Fictionality swung into action with 1/8 of a mile to go. She's third, 4 lengths down. Through the final furlong, Simply Confection is dead game. Megan's Gold not going down without a fight. Simply Confection has the lead for John Court, and Simply Confection will win it. Megan's Gold is second, close for third. Misleading Lady and Fictionality in 110-2. Megan's Gold does battle early with Simply Confection, but Simply Confection has enough in reserve and holds off the favorite to win race number 8 for the owner's Express Thoroughbreds of Dwight Pruitt. Jinx fires the winning trainer. The winning jockey was John Court. Ninth and final race today was the Thursday feature race. This is an allowance race at 1 mile. Scratch number 5, Poseidon's Way, and scratch the 12, Bold Steven. The rail horse is favored. Ain't Got Time at 8-5. They're at the post. And runners away. Far right hops slightly at the beginning. Toward the inside, Hillbilly Royalty and Ain't Got Time away well from a far outside gate. Here's Almost Famous moving up. Also joining the Vanguard, Bump Start and Dr. Peter. They're stacked 5 across the track in the run to the first turn. Mal Guapo backs off this early skirmish to race in 6th now, about 4 lengths off the lead. It's a stretch of 3 to Steel Case and Paid Admission, who are 2 better than Far Right, and the distant early trailer is Ride the Lightning. They went 22-4 for a sharp opening quarter, and they bend into the backstretch. Now it's the favorite, Ain't Got Time, who works clear by a length and a half. Hillbilly Royalty is there second. Toward the inside, Dr. Peter is now third. Almost Famous on the outside is there fourth. Tucked in fifth is Mal Guapo. Just to his outside races, Bump Start. It's a stretch of 2.5 to Steel Case and Paid Admission. Down toward the inside is Far Right. He'll need room. He's stuck inside about 5.5 off the lead, and it's 10 more to Ride the Lightning. They went 46-3 for the opening half mile, and they swing into the far turn. Ain't Got Time and Alex Cintron show the way by 2. Hillbilly Royalty is there second. Dr. Peter is asked to quicken third. Bump Start is next. Now moving up from the back, here's Paid Admission, working closer to in advance of Far Right. Steel Case no place to go as they run to the top of the stretch. Ain't Got Time in front by a length and a quarter. Mal Guapo moving up on the outside, and on the far outside, Far Right. He has 5 lengths to raise and less than a quarter of a mile to raise it. The end of the stretch, Ain't Got Time has the lead. Mal Guapo to the attack is second. Far Right is absolutely flying. Here's Far Right at Mal Guapo. Mal Guapo has the lead. Far Right is coming on. Mal Guapo, Far Right, Mal Guapo wins. Mal Guapo got the victory. Far Right just ran out of racetrack second from Ain't Got Time third and 137-4. Number 3, Mal Guapo gets an excellent trip going around the far turn and parlays that to a victory in today's 9th race, holding off the stretch close of number 6, Far Right, who was sharp while second in his seasonal debut. Third across the wire was the favorite, the 1, Ain't Got Time, with Bump Start back in 4th. Time for the race was 137-4. The late pick 4 today worth over $3,025. That wraps up the Thursday action from Oaklawn Park. Live racing again tomorrow, Friday, with a 1:30 starting time and 9 races on the program as we move forward to the Saturday racing program featuring a very nice feature race.
That's right, the King Cotton, as Ivan Falanova looks to defend his title, but he's going to have some stiff competition as Alsvid returns, as does Gentleman's Bet.
One heck of a horse race sprinting on Saturday afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night from Oaklawn.